show. Is it a sandwich? If I called a hot dog a sandwich, do you think that you'd be fine with it? If not, then why? Let's bust this wide. Mary, Carrie, Kelly, Matt, oh my, is it a sandwich? Well, let's decide.
In a world where popcorn is harvested from the fields of Idaho, its seeds fertilized at midsummer just before the rains, and harvested when their ears turn brown before the hard frost, a hero rises to husk, the dehydrate, and refrigerate the marvelous maize, only to have its hard-earned gains taken from them, dropped in boiling order and popped to serve to a crowd of distracted filmgoers coming to a theater near you on Order Up.
OMG.
Oh, that is Oscar worthy.
Oh, man.
I couldn't look at you, Matt. I couldn't look at you. It was great. If I shut my eyes, it felt like I was watching a trailer. So
Thank you.
I love it. I love it. Listeners, welcome to episode 2 of season 7 of Order Up. This is our popcorn butter or no butter season. And even though we only have 4 hosts on this show, and we have so far only had 1 guest, we already have a total of 7 votes.
It's movie magic.
It's not a math podcast, just FYI. It's not a math thing. Yeah.
So if you were listening last time to when Adam joined us, Adam was butter if it's real butter, especially at home. If he's at the movie theater, he salts with mustard. And then Matt gave the layer answer of butter, no butter, butter, no butter. So I counted those both, and that's why we have 7 votes.
And this is why democracy is upside down, Kelly.
It's a madhouse.
Oh my goodness. Now, in all of the things that Adam said in our season opener, the mustard thing has really, I'm shook. I'm a little shook, as the kids say. Do the kids still say that? I don't know.
yes, they do. Yeah.
Our guest is saying yes, they do.
But what was the mustard thing again, Cal?
I was going to ask everyone, are we going to try this the next time we watch a movie? Are we going to try mustard on our popcorn?
I'll try mustard with milk and salt, sugar. If somebody else will try the mustard.
Mustard with milk and sugar.
The popcorn with milk and sugar. If somebody else will try the mustard.
I will do it.
I'll do it too.
Yeah, we'll try it. It's mustard, but he does. What's weird is he does there's something about he doesn't like it on his hands. So
he likes the packet.
He sucks a little bit from the packet and then he puts it in his mouth.
I won't do it that way. I'll squeeze a little bit on top of my popcorn. The idea of sucking on a packet seems that's a little too much for me. But I will do it. And Carrie and I will get back with our research.
I'll totally try that. Yeah.
I will totally try it.
Okay.
I will totally try it. And listeners at home, our guest is like chomping at. We're going to get to our guest today. And we're going to get into the mustard thing too as a bonus question. But before we get to our wonderful guest who is joining us today, Matt Ardill, what are the 2 fun facts you have for us? Popping in your popcorn fact maker.
All right. Well, I have a couple. The deliciously delectable delight that is popped popcorn has dizzyingly devised nomenclature in the popcorn fan community. So, for example, popcorn pals call popcorn that pops in a round shape mushroom popcorn. So when it's round, it's mushroom popcorn. But when it's that sort of asymmetrical, chaotic, all over the place popcorn, it's called butterfly popcorn because, like the butterfly, it's secretly an agent of chaos. So,
all right.
Now, some of the language around popcorn, though, is none too sweet. In fact, it's a bit sour, like sour salt being dropped on a fresh tub of popcorn at the theater. When a kernel of popcorn's center lacks the moisture required to pop, it remains a kernel at the bottom of the bag, and that kernel is called an old maid because it's left behind alone, unmarried. So, yeah,
Oh my.
even popcorn has a dark misogynistic side.
Wow.
That's weird.
That's really dark. That's very God.
That's sad. Poor
I
popcorn.
have a story though to add to that, and it might make you nauseous, but I'm going to say it anyway. So, and believe it or not, because I have so many rules. As a kid, I used to suck on those old maids. That sounds awful. I'm sorry, everybody. I used to suck the salt off of them. God, that even sounds more sexual. And I would eat those unpopped kernels. I don't
do
know.
too. I still do it.
Okay, all right, good.
I chipped a tooth not too long ago doing that.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
wow. Okay, so I'm not the only one. I thought it was my big dark secret. But.
No,
It's another thing we share in common.
Oh my
chipped
goodness.
a tooth doing it, but I have done it, and I have loved it until I got the dental bill.
Right. Yeah.
Not as big of a
And you explain it was an old maid. Yeah.
really not a good way to say it. I sucked on an old maid. It's
Yeah, no.
I sucked the salt off an old maid. Yeah.
Oh boy. Anyway. All right, friends. Maybe by the end of episode 2, we're going to come out with 10 votes.
Let's see
what happens. But it is time for episode 2. It is season 7 of Order Up.
Hey, Matt, who is our special guest today?
Our special guest is Katie Zane, a non-binary comedian originally from Virginia who now lives in Chicago. They have performed on Don't Tell Comedy Nashville, Philly Fringe 2021, Laugh Riot Girl Festival 2022, 2023, and 2024. They will have you laughing well after you've left your seat. Through their authenticity and raw takes, they will remind you of how we're all just a little bit weird.
So, Katie, we are, for this season 7, we are diving into popcorn. So I'm excited to get your takes on popcorn. Are you ready for some 5 questions?
Oh, yes. I mean, this is this is great because it's like even more fresh. I don't remember the questions off. This is great. I'm excited because I don't remember.
It is good. No, I'm glad. Sometimes folks ask to see the questions in advance, listeners, and sometimes they don't. But it's okay. Pretend like you never saw anything. It's fine. All right, I'm taking a sip of my water, totally not vodka.
I'm going to take a sip from my abnormally large water bottle.
Yeah, totally not vodka. Okay, had a week. All right, here we go. Question number 1, Katie Zane. What is your least favorite movie theater snack?
Okay, I know the answer to this one because, again, traumatic story.
Oh, no.
My least favorite movie theater candy is Junior Mints.
Ooh.
Which I know is a really strong, that's like a beloved favorite. But when I was a kid, I got like very sick. Nauseous sick, because I saw, so my mom raised us with like a lot of Native American stuff. And so she was kind of like Native American, like, I don't want to say obsessed because she's a white lady, so that sounds weird. But like, she was like very much like trying to make sure that culture was like around her children. And the movie Dancing with Wolves came out with Kevin Costner in the 90s. And my mom was a big old fan. I think they saw it in the theater a whole bunch. I know I saw it in the theater at least twice as a child. So they saw it more. And one of the times there's actually some like pretty gory scenes in Dancing with Wolves. Because of like what it has to do with in the time period. And there was just like graphic, gross stuff. And I got very sick to my stomach on Junior Mints and popcorn.
Oh, no.
And as a result, I don't love popcorn. I will eat it.
Right.
But it's one of those like if somebody else is eating the popcorn, I'm like, can I have some of your popcorn? Like I will rarely get my own popcorn. I have a tendency to steal other people's popcorn. And then never eat the Junior Mints. Those can go to hell.
So like when you walk into a movie theater, that smell of popcorn like punches you in the face. Does that trigger anything for you?
Yes, it sure does. And anyone I've ever lived with has always had to deal with the fact that I'm going to loudly complain every time you make popcorn. My current roommate, Kathy, she really likes popcorn. She even got like this thing that's like she got from the store where like you could put your own kernels in it and put it in the microwave and make microwave popcorn without the horrendous butter smell. Yeah, I know. But like, yeah, no, I can't. I don't. It's weird though, because like I love the movie theater. So there's like part of me that's disgusted by the smell, but there's also a part of me that's like, this is nice. I'm at the movie theater. It's like it's very conflicted and mixed.
I love that. But we're complicated people. So that kind of also tracks. So question number 2, I think if we're listening, we know the answer to this. Katie, to share or not to share popcorn?
Here's the thing. In general, I'm a not share person. That's actually like one of those like firm rules when I know people. In fact, I think the first time I went out to eat with Desiree and Kelly, I had to let them know that I don't generally share food. And I might have shared something that first time, but that it was like a big deal. Yeah, it was. I have like, because of my own issues, I have issues about sharing food, but I don't mind sharing sometimes. But popcorn is one of those things where it's like, you got to be the sharer because I'm probably not going to buy the popcorn. Like, so that with popcorn, at least that's you got to buy the popcorn. I might have a couple handfuls situation.
I'm trying to remember what that meal was. We were in LA.
It was, we went to that breakfast diner.
Yes, we did. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I feel like I think like people got pancakes and I feel like we ended up with like a billion pancakes on the table that like everybody was like, whose pancakes are these?
It was a bit of an explosion of pancakes.
And how are you not on our pancake episode? How are you not on our pancake episode? Like, geez.
I'll have to get in the time machine, Matt. Get Katie back for that. Out of curiosity, Katie, team waffle or team pancake?
I'm probably team waffle.
Nice. Okay. I think mostly because
mostly because like if I'm going to go out and order something, I can't make as good of a waffle as I can buy somewhere else. I can make really good pancakes at home.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that tracks. All right. And also they have fun pockets. Okay. Question number 3. What is the most unusual snack you have had at a movie theater?
Well, one time I went, so Alamo Draft House, I really hope they don't go out of business. I'm like really worried because it's like my favorite theater because you have to be really quiet there. But they do these like immersion showings of movies. They started doing this a long time ago. I don't know if they're as hardcore as what I did. I did a Temple of Doom, like immersive thing, where they had food that came out. And one of the things that came out was during the monkey brain eating scene, we got like a little sorbet brain. And like, this is so funny because like, yeah, this is definitely what I said before. Like I'm positive it's definitely the weirdest thing I've ever eaten in a movie theater was a little sorbet brain during the monkey brain eating scene in Temple of Doom.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. This was a while ago too, and it was like $45. And so I'm not sure if they still do stuff like that now.
So was that kind of like one of those cinemas where like the chair would move if the scene was taking you down a hill or?
No, nothing like they just made it immersive like with what they were serving. And then they did like a couple of other environmental things, which I can't remember. But I know that there was like things they would do to like drum up like the drama and different parts.
Gotcha.
But
yeah,
I just remember the food.
That's great. I love that. When it comes to food and drink at the movie theater, what do you think movie theaters should offer that they currently do not? Sorbet monkey brain?
Coffee.
Oh.
Like lattes, like full-on latte bar, coffee bar, cappuccino, every variety of freaking coffee, because I'm 40 years old and I want to drink coffee at the movie theater now.
It's fascinating because in Toronto, whatever brand like Starbucks would have, you can get coffee in a movie, but you can't.
Not in American theaters.
Really?
Here. Maybe it's the cola monopolies, like keeping coffee
Probably,
down.
honestly.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I do like a coffee or a tea. Tea is actually my favorite movie theater snack.
Really, that is
I
the
love
most
that.
old person movie snack ever. I like a tea and a ginger snack.
A little shortbread biscuit.
I really love a cup of tea when I go to a movie.
I mean, that sounds darling. That makes sense to me. It's like, that sounds like a good time.
Be relaxing.
It's super relaxing. It calms my nerves because I get very anxious in movie theaters. I'm claustrophobic. And I love going to the movies, but I don't necessarily enjoy like the environment. So there's something about tea. I blow on it, let it cool, whatever. It takes my mind out of it. But yeah, I don't drink tea on the regular, but I do at the movie theater. We're complicated. Okay. Final question. Katie Zane. When it comes to movie theater popcorn, butter or no butter on that popcorn?
So, if I remember correctly, the way to do this, the right way, is layered. So you do, because in American movie theaters, you have butter things and you can choose how to do this. Because my understanding is you guys cannot choose the butter situation. You kind of ask for butter or no butter. You cannot gloriously put it on yourself.
Sometimes
in American movie theaters, at least AMC theaters, there's like butter machines.
The butter machine, yeah.
And they will layer it if you ask. If you ask, they will put it in layers for you.
Okay, see, that's nice. I feel like if you asked like a theater worker in America to layer your butter, they would piss on your popcorn. People are so underpaid here, especially at jobs like the theater. They'd be like, screw you, layer your own. That's why they have the butter. See, America is ridiculous. We know how we are. And so that's why they're like, just give them the butter dispenser. Just give it to them, and then we don't have to deal with it.
It's true. I mean, as nice as it is to like have someone take care of it yourselves, I went to the theater. I was at the baseball stadium, the Skydome, as you would call it if you were a proper Torontonian. Some people call it by the corporation name. But I had someone do the popcorn dressing, and I think they poured the entire box of salt in my popcorn. It was disgusting. So gross. Oh man. But with that answer, so far this is coming out to more votes than we've had episodes, Matt. Everyone is double dipping. I love it. Katie, where can folks find you on socials to give you a follow and maybe share their popcorn with you if they see you at a movie theater?
So I'm the KT, like just the letters KT. My last name Zane. Instagram and TikTok, and then my full. This is complicated, but my Facebook is Katie spelled out. I can't get it changed. So it would be the same as everything else if I could get my name properly to just the letters. But so it's Katie, like the way Katie is correctly spelled, KATIE ZANE on Facebook, and then the KT Zane on TikTok and Instagram.
And if you're listening to us and following us on, of course you're listening to us, but if you're following us on Instagram, there will be a link there to all Katie's social media, so you can follow them. And well, not really like in person. That's weird. Anyhow, Katie, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if anyone's gonna actually follow me, at least like buy me a coffee. Like it's just that's all I can ask from any stalkers. Like at least give me caffeine.
Order Up is hosted and produced by Matt Ardill,
Mary Kennedy,
Larry Hain,
Kelly Zemeckis.
And original music is by Rebecca McDonald.